Yeah, see you around, guys. It was a good scrim. Despite the L, like, don't worry about the L too much. Right now, it's just all about, like, progressing as a team and, like, just getting everybody to start playing together. Like, today was a lot better, like, in terms of, like, playing as a team. Just gotta, like, keep working on that, building on it. Make sure that y'all can still, like, do what we did tonight, even if I'm not there. Because at the end of the day, I'm not a player for this team. Yeah. Definitely, the plan is to be here as much as I can. But for example, if it wasn't for my stream being cancelled, I wouldn't have been here. All right? Yeah, like it was lucky. So like I managed to like say a lot of the things I wanted to say for a while now. Yeah, because you wouldn't have enough players. That's right. Yeah. Oh, and another thing it's hard to do, but it's something you're gonna have to get good at, brumpt, as well, is processing the information that the whole team's gonna start giving you.
Yeah.
Because like the team, like especially like the thing I'm focusing with like Eli and Widow and Baka is to them they're calling their flanks, and the other thing I want them to start doing is calling the enemy positioning. And then you, as the main tank, you take that information and do whatever you want with it. So if you hear like Widow saying, let's say, "Oh hey, the Mercy's like alone like at this spot or whatever," then you as the main tank, and then Eli's saying, "Hey, but like the Ana's like spread out on the others on like whatever other side is." Then you need to decide what's the play there.
Yeah.
And on the supports, I'm focusing on them like playing together and keeping each other alive, and then knowing what they need to do to enable the rest of the team. And aside from that, on their comms, I'm trying to get them to, like, within Wrinkle, for example, it's like, it's the alt checks. It's the keeping track of the alt economy. It's if he's using alts and stuff like that. Like, let's say he gets his trans baited, then I want him to call, okay, we need to kill the Zarya because she's about to grab the second I leave trans. Right?
Yeah.
So that's something I'm working with the supports. Supports I'm working on comms and positioning. And so for the tanks, what I want you guys to work on is setting up the fights and understanding how the team wants to play. How the team needs to succeed, and that's something that comes with like just learning how the players on the team play and like what they like to do. And also basic Overwatch theory. Just understanding how the game plays.
Yeah.
Teleporter online. I have opened the box.
But anyways, I'm gonna get off for now. I need to work on the last assignment I need to do, and then I can actually fucking breathe for like a couple of hours.
Alright.
So, if y'all, like, so we got the comms, so you can look at the comms as well. You can also look how bad Oasis and King's Row were, because, like, they were pretty bad. And if you want to, like, take a look at those as well, feel free to do so. I'll try and go over these VODs eventually. If anything, I can grab these and, like, set up a overall team review and try to, like, teach some theory and shit like that on how the team should play.
Yeah, and I feel like that's one of the things I'm better at. It's just actually applying it and I don't know, instructing others is where I, like, mid-game is kind of where I fall short.
Yeah, because, like, sometimes you have good ideas, sometimes you have some really bad ideas, like, I'm not gonna lie. Some of the shit you said, I was like, what the fuck are you saying? Like, I remember, like, you were saying something about, like, how Orisa was, like, semi-good, and I'm like, no, she's not.
She's in the same boat as, like, McCree and high elo. Like, you can, but Widow is so much better.
Yeah, but the thing is, like,
I would
Orisa
never play
Orisa.
McCree
is not as bad as Orisa, though.
No, I'm saying like
Orisa is below that. Like Orisa is just really bad right now.
Yeah,
And so
I guess,
one thing I
but
want you to remember is that, okay, I know you got like your own like things and stuff like that, but as a coach, I want to like set up a certain way to play. I just want you to follow that for now.
Yeah, I'm not
because
really
from what I've been seeing so far, the team lacks.
Here.
Yeah, because like one of the things I see a lot with the team is that it lacks fundamentals, and I'm trying to teach that. I'm trying to like start setting those up.
Okay.
So I get it, you got your ideas and stuff like that, but first I want the whole team to get good fundamentals and learn specific things before we can start playing some other picks, and we can start experimenting a little bit more with comps. Right now I want us to stay relatively basic when it comes to comps and stuff like that, and stick to meta as much as we can, so that like that we can just start getting the hang of like fundamentals.
And everyone.
Yeah.
Beacon in place.
And the thing is if I have to like argue with you or like with anybody else, like Mercy Lucio is not a good support comp, Orisa is shit, and I have to argue every single fucking time, that's a lot of time that I'm losing, where I could be like teaching a lot of other shit instead, right? Where I could focus on like, alright, let's say Wally has a tendency to like be out of position on his Lucio when he should be like giving speed boost to the Ryan instead. Right?
Yeah.
Or I could say Enemico is out of position, he's DPSing too much Mora. But like I can't do that when I'm arguing with like basic Overwatch theory. So what I want is the team to just try to apply as best as they can what I'm saying and what Shock's going to be saying as well, because like Shock seemingly has like, I don't really know him, but he seems to have like a similar way to think of the game that I do, so I think we're going to get along with that. So that's the thing. Like if I say Lucio Mora is the fucking throw when we're running Ryan Zarya, I never want to see that ever again. I don't care what you guys think at that point.
Oh no, yeah, it's fine if you play like Monkey Diva or Monkey Ball, but anything.
Yeah, the only moment like
is...
Mora, like the only moment Lucio, Mercy, Oryx is if you're going hyper dive.
Yeah.
And at that point, this team can't run that. That's why I suggested the Mora Lucio instead with the dive, because we can then just brawl like that, like a pseudo dive brawl, and it worked well on Hanamura.
Yeah, I find the people that say that Moira is bad because she doesn't do, what is it, like utility. Like I find those people hilarious because like there are top 500 Moiras over Ana's, so.
Yeah, but no, it's about understanding how the whole team comp works overall. Like Mercy, Ana works really well on points like Gibraltar, for example, where you can set them up in the back, and they can keep the tanks up from a relatively safe distance. Like things complicate when like there's an enemy Widow on the other side and shit like that, and she's not contested. But that's typically a thing that can work. Like on support, I play a lot of Ana. Like I can dissect everybody's Ana here and tell them that there's 20 different shit they're doing wrong when they think they're doing it right.
Yeah.
But the thing right now is Mora is really good, and people don't want to like. So that's why I'm saying Mora Lucio for now. Mercy's really good for like the pocketing and stuff like that. So I like it a lot to like keep Widow up, like when he needs help like duels and stuff like that. If we have a Genji as well, the Mercy's really good, because it's really like Genji's a lot more aggro, but the way to pocket him is very similar to how you would with a Widow, which is really weird, but it works. And with the with the blades and everything, it's a really good way to keep a Genji up. And Genji's really hard to hit, so if you pocket the Genji, like it's really hard to kill it.